everybody, and welcome to a new video. And today I want to talk about the current situation of I would say Gamestop, and also dealing with price raising that's been going on with video games. So just start off, I went to Gamestop the other day. Most of our Gamestops, well, pretty much all of them have opened up pretty much. I went there last week briefly and found out that it was open, and took a look inside, didn't find anything, and left. So yesterday I decided to go to my other local GameStop, which I hadn't been to in months because obviously they've been closed for months. I went there, and of course there's been a lot of changes going on. You know, of course the obvious, you know, wearing a mask and all that stuff. But as far as like trade-ins and stuff like that, they're not accepting any more 7th generation stuff anymore. They're trying to clear that stuff out, so they're making room for the 9th generation pretty much. So PS3, Wii, 360, Wii U stuff, all that stuff is being pushed out, and some stores actually still have Vita stuff. They're trying to push that out. So no trade-ins when it comes to that stuff anymore. So what you see is what you get, and you know, and now's the time to kind of look for those. Well, I've been telling you guys since in the Before They're Gone videos, and now's the time to go to GameStop and look at that stuff and pick up stuff for the cheap. But now it's the end game pretty much. So I went there the other day, picked up some stuff, and I just want to show you guys really briefly what I got. Army of Two. This ended up being half off. It was $2. Marcus, now I have the game, so you quit bugging me about it. We'll play it together online if it's still online. $2, why not? And I got my window open. Sorry, it's hot in here, so obviously I want to stay cool. Randomly, I picked this one up again, Dark Void. You know, it was like $3, so I said, you know, maybe I could trade it to somebody who might want it. So I picked that one up as well. And this was an awesome sale they had going on. $5 off for Darksiders Part 3. Picked that one up, you know, said why not. And then the main one I was happy to get was this one, Sleeping Dogs, for the PS3. I've never played this before, and I know it's kind of like a sequel or spiritual successor to the True Crime games, if you remember those on PS2. Yeah, just a lot of changes going on. Some GameStop stores are actually closing up pretty much, and you know, I haven't ran into any out here, but on the East Coast of Washington, I think they're happening. So it's pretty crazy stuff going on. And now GameStop is not closing down. I believe they're closing up some stores because obviously those stores aren't meeting the numbers, especially since the whole thing had happened with the COVID. They got to close up some of those stores and go to rely on their main stores that are making them money. So it happens every year. Usually happens around the end of the year when they start closing up shops. They're doing it earlier because obviously the 3 months they weren't able to have like retail sales pretty much going on. But yeah, just a lot of changes going on there. Now the other thing I want to talk to you guys about, and this has tripped me out. I didn't even realize this was going on. But a lot of retro stuff has been going up in price, and mainly it's around the 5th generation, which consists of PlayStation stuff. Saturn stuff is always expensive because that stuff was always limited anyways because there wasn't that much made because it didn't sell well. But a lot of PlayStation stuff has been going up. Even 6th generation PS2 stuff is going up in price. You know, ever since everybody is like pretty much at home, you are seeing they need something to do, you know. And I know you guys are seeing like the crazy stuff going on when people had to stay at home, like couples getting divorces because they realized they didn't realize they didn't want to live together or whatever like that. They couldn't stand each other. So that kind of stuff is pretty funny actually. But well, I guess not funny, but it's like, damn, people just got married and just didn't realize they didn't like each other. But anyways, people want to play some games to kind of like kill the time. And what's been happening is like people have been like selling games online, and people have been buying them because obviously you can't go to a store and do it like you want to. So people are going online, and a lot of online sales are happening, and a lot of prices are being raised. What I recently just found out about was Silent Hill. Silent Hill, even Part 3 was probably the one that no one really looked at. It was a PS2 exclusive from what I remember. And Silent Hill 4 around $20, $30 all day, and then around sometime in March, I believe. It started going up, and now it's like both games are like, at least I would say Part 3 is going for like almost $130 now, complete of course. I'm like, wow, dude, like that's insane. And Silent Hill 4 is another one that's going up. Even the Xbox versions of those games, Silent Hill 2 and 4, are going up in price, and it's like people are buying them for those prices. People are still skipping over the HD remakes of them. Well, HD collections of them that came out on PS3 and Xbox because of the problems those had. Those aren't the really final builds of those games, so people are still not having it. But it just tripping me out that people are like like it takes something like this for those people to appreciate some of these games now. You know, I always tell people, man, when the price gets raised, it seems like that's when a lot of people look at stuff. Like, I want it now because it's so expensive, or maybe they just realized they wanted it and it was too late, and the price is high. You know, I always try to get people to look at certain games before something like that happens. Now, do I recommend people buy it for that price? Hell no. You know, find another way to play the game. But a lot of people want to have their collection. They want to have, you know, pretty much that physical copy, and I get it. So people are buying it. Or some people, money is no object to them. So, you know, hey, I'm buying this, no problem. $150, $200, I don't care. Boom. It sucks because it sets a standard for everybody else. You know, once something sells for that high, everybody else follows suit and everything. But I would say it sucks for more the cheap collector. You know, somebody wants I would say a fair deal at something like that. You know, I already told you guys, when something's over $100, man, for a game, it's like buyer's remorse immediately. You know, it's tough, but you know, that's just my opinion about it. But anyways, when it comes to this stuff going on, I feel like will things calm down with the prices? I'm not so sure, because like I said, you're dealing with secondhand sellers now. A lot of these games aren't, like, when it comes to retro, they're not being sold in regular retail stores anymore. So you're at the mercy of whoever what they want to charge for it, pretty much, you know. So I don't know if it'll come down. Obviously, it'll calm down. Everything calms down, and if it goes up too high, I mean, when you go up too high, you eventually must come down. But still, it's still going to be in an area where it's pretty much not what it used to be. You know, you're never going to see Silent Hill 3 going for like $30, $40 anymore. That's over. You know what I mean? That's like, it sucks, but that's just it. And honestly, you had a lot of time to look for those type of games. I mean, it's been out. Silent Hill 3 has been out since 2003, and you know, it's damn, it's almost 20 years. Jeez. Okay. Anyways, but. That's crazy, but you know, it's just the way it is, man. So, what else did I want to talk about? I guess that's about it, guys. I just wanted to kind of just do this video and talk to you guys briefly about this stuff. GameStop is still going to stick around. Thankfully, I don't want them to go, because if they're gone, it's going to suck. I mean, I'm telling you guys. Some people disagree with me about it, but seriously, man, I don't want to see them gone. If you don't like GameStop, just don't do business with them. I don't want to see them gone, because they set, I don't know, they set a standard when it comes to like being a fully game store, which I can't say they're fully a game store, because they sell other merchandise to kind of like get by, like cell phone stuff and toys and all that stuff. But anyways, you guys get what I'm saying. I don't want to see them go. I've been able to get a lot of good deals from GameStop, and that still is continuing to happen to this day. As you guys saw, some of the stuff I got here and everything like that. So hopefully, I mean, I don't think they're going to be gone, so they're going to stick around. And I talked to some people on the inside, and they say, yeah, we're still good. It's just they're closing down some stores. And as far as going, like, just the retro stuff again, going online and buying stuff, and how the stuff is increased in price, just remember this, man. If you feel that something is way overpriced and you want to play it, there are other ways to play that stuff for free, to be honest with you. A lot of these companies ain't making money on that stuff anymore, because obviously it's been years since they sold it. So, you know, find your own ways to play these games. I mean, you don't need to have a big physical collection or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's all about the experience in playing these games, the good time you get from that, the conversation you can have with friends about it, and that's where it's at, you know. So just putting it out there. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to do this video for today. That's all I got for you, Radical Reggie, and I will see you in the next video.